Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, the big news that I want to discuss, Sasha Banks. Now, let's just jump into this. I'm really heated because if any of you watched Roadblock, which I did, and I was kind of regretting it because it was pretty bad, which is why there was no review or reaction. I feel like WWE honestly hates Sasha Banks, and it's really heartbreaking because while I do believe Charlotte is a smidge better, there's no reason that Sasha should be getting this kind of treatment where she only has the women's championship for literally only 3 weeks at a time. That is like such a slap in the face. You might as well just spit in her face. Why don't you, Vince? Because clearly that's what he's doing, you know, metaphorically. Vince McMahon might as well just spit in her fucking face because clearly it shows from the way she's being booked. Having title runs for only 3 weeks at a time, that's ridiculous. She won the title July 25th, had a 3-week run, lost it at SummerSlam, so on and so forth. She always wins on Raws, like insignificant Raw shows. For me, I just feel like that's such a slap in the face to her because she's such a talented athlete. And it's just really unfortunate, you know? Like, I have to say, Charlotte is privileged. I love her to death. Like, she's my girl. But most women, or most wrestlers in general, male or female, they don't have like a really famous, amazing wrestler who was like well known, like Ric Flair, you know. So Charlotte had a more easier time getting amazing advice, which a lot of the other girls don't really have at all. So they're going into this completely blind, whereas Charlotte had a lot of, you know, grooming and prepping and all that going in. So she knew a lot what to expect, whereas like a Sasha didn't. And it is unfortunate because Ric Flair is very close with Vince and Triple H. That is why Charlotte is getting booked how she's getting booked. And, you know, now people are calling her the Undertaker of the female division because she's undefeated. She's got the undefeated pay-per-view streak, which is awesome. I think that's great, you know. I actually did think that Charlotte was going to win. Booking-wise, she should not have won. I believe Sasha should have had that victory against Charlotte to just, you know, put her over as more dominant, ending that feud. And unfortunately, Charlotte, you know, got the better end of it, and she definitely looked way more dominant in that feud, and there's no denying that. There's no way you could slice it, you know, which way you look at it. Charlotte dominated the Sasha-Charlotte feud, and it was a great feud. I'll admit, it was so fucking good, but making Sasha look like trash in every single match, fuck you, WWE. Seriously, that's not cool at all. That is not cool. You know, Sasha's one of us. She grew up like a genuine fan who would watch every single week. And it just hurts me as a diehard fan to know that Charlotte is using Sasha Banks as a fucking stepping stone to elevate her fame, you know, as a wrestler. And I just don't know what the future holds for Sasha. I'll be honest, I do like Nia Jax, but Sasha Banks is up here. Nia Jax is like down here. There's no comparison. Sasha deserves a much better feud than someone like Nia. Nia's still extremely green. She's got a long way to go. I'm not saying she's horrible. I'm not saying she can't improve with time, because I do believe in my heart that Nia will improve as time goes on. But I feel like, how can Sasha go from an amazing athlete like Charlotte to Nia? What? Like, it's just really degrading to Sasha. And I did predict Sasha was going to feud with Nia, but I thought Sasha would have had the title and Sasha would retain that feud going into Mania. You know, I thought it was just going to be like a 1-month feud, but it seems like it's going to be dragged out, the Sasha and Nia feud. Now, here's where I'm going to be a little bit ranty. Why is Bayley getting this feud with Charlotte? Can someone tell me why? Bayley is garbage. Out of the 4 horsewomen, Bayley and Charlotte have the least chemistry together. Seriously, this looks like it's going to be our WrestleMania 33 women's match for Raw, and I'm not okay with it. If Bayley wins, I'm going to be livid, beyond livid. Bayley's finisher is a belly to belly from a 120-pound female. If you cannot kick out of that maneuver, I question you as a person. Most people can. It is not credible whatsoever. She is a merchandise wrestler, and she's over because of her gimmick. She's like the female John Cena. You know, it kills me how people shit on Cena for pandering to the children. Bayley's doing the same thing. You know, Bayley is not a model. She's like your average girl next door. I think maybe that's why people like her, but at the same time, not in my cup of tea. I do not like Bayley whatsoever. I don't think she's that good. I've watched a ton of matches. Bayley Sasha from Brooklyn. Why was that match amazing? Because of Sasha. Bayley's not that good. If you watch her feud with Asuka, Asuka carried her in those matches. Sasha carried her in their feud as well. Bayley is not that good because it took her so long to get to the main roster. Why do you guys think that is? Put 2 and 2 together, you guys. It's easy to do the math with this one. Bayley is just not of the caliber as those other 3 women. If you disagree, that's completely fine, but I feel like the writing is on the wall. Like, Bayley is literally down here and the other girls are up here. So, it just makes me question what the fuck they're gonna do with Sasha for Mania, because Sasha definitely deserves to be in that Raw women's match. Whether it be a triple threat or whatever, I just feel like Bayley should not be in that match. Ideally for me, if I personally booked the WrestleMania 33 match for the Raw women's division, I would actually do Charlotte versus ELENA. Emma's incredible as a wrestler. The girl does not get enough credit. It literally kills my soul that Bayley is getting this opportunity and not someone like an Emma. Honestly, if I were Sasha, I would really ask for my release, because I don't think Vince sees the star factor and the star power of this woman, and she's incredibly over, and she was even over as a heel. So I think Vince is just caught up in the race card, and I don't think Vince is all that liberal and open-minded, to be honest with you. I don't want to get all too political here, but it's true. Vince doesn't really like people other than white people in terms of pushing people as long-term champions. And that's the truth. I mean, look back on history. History tells all, okay? Look back on history, okay, guys? Alicia Fox, when she had the women's championship, I think it was only like a month or 2. So, yeah. I hate to bring race up into topic, because I'm usually not that kind of person, but if you really look at it, it's so fucking true. I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, I don't think Sasha is like incredible on the mic, but I think that there's room for growth. She's only 24. I think she's a great athlete, and it just kills me that they're literally burying her like this. And yes, I do think that they are burying her because she's literally a stepping stone for Charlotte to look amazing. So yes, that is burying, in my fucking opinion. Now she's being downgraded to a feud with Nia Jax, somebody who is green as fuck, you know? And it's sad. It's fucking unfortunate. Honestly, I know she's stated multiple times she would love to jump over to SmackDown to feud with her friends like Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Naomi, Nikki Bella. You know, she stated multiple times she would feel a lot more comfortable on SmackDown, but they don't want to throw her on SmackDown, you know? So if I were her, I know she took forever to get, you know, to WWE, and it took a while for her to really hone in on her craft. And I know this is her passion, but at the same time, dignity is a little bit more important than notoriety and fame. I honestly would ask for my release if I were Sasha Banks, because she is not being utilized at all correctly. It is really unfortunate, and it's sad, and it's a joke. It is really, really fucked up. This was not fair at all, this feud, and I don't know how she deals with it backstage. I bet you any money that she is crying backstage when Carano or Mark Carano, the guy of talent relations, or the writers go to her and tell her what's going to happen, because it's really unfortunate to wrestle a long-term feud and hardly ever really win, and on special occasions. You know, insignificant Raw shows, while they count, they don't mean as much as, say, a Hell in a Cell, a SummerSlam, you know, big pay-per-views that draw a lot of attention. A lot of people don't watch Raw every week, so it really lessens Sasha's success, in my opinion. So it's just something to think about. I feel incredibly sorry for Sasha. My heart goes out to her, and if I were her, I would definitely ask for my release, because this is not the way that I would want to be booked if I were a superstar. No way. You know, I'm no one stepping stone, and I feel like she's in the same boat. She's a strong woman, and I just feel like a 3-week title run for 3 fucking different times, she deserves so much better than that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I'm open for discussion. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Sasha's being booked horribly? And how would you change it? What would you do? Would you say that she should ask for her release? What would you do? Let me know. And let me know what you guys think about Bayley, because I cannot stand that bitch whatsoever. Sasha deserves that spot, as does Emma. Bayley, go back to fucking NXT with that 2-year-old gimmick. Fuck you, Bayley. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and keep subscribing for way more videos. I'm gonna film a video right after this one. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for more videos.